Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. I'm Jess. This is Happy Hour Hangout, and thanks so much for joining me today. Hi to Eclectic Camel, hi to Michelle, hi to Gus, anyone else in the chat. It's so good to have you all here. We're going to be playing a little one deck dungeon. We are going to be playing the Forest of Shadows. Hi, James. Good to see you in here. The Forest of Shadows is an expansion for the original base game of One Deck Dungeon. However, you can play it standalone. So I am going to be playing it standalone. For those that have been following my stream for a little bit, I did play this on Steam, the original base game. But I decided to bring this one out to the table because it's a little more complex. There's a little more stuff to it. So, I love it. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Yeah, please do. Soma is around. She's lurking. So, yeah. I was going to do this on Steam, but I thought, no, you know what? Why not just bring in the actual physical game so you all can see and judge my die rolls accordingly. So, for those that aren't familiar with One Deck Dungeon, it is a dungeon crawling game where you are different heroes trying to find your way down through this dungeon, grabbing loot and potions and skills and acquiring things along the way. Yeah, no judgment. Yeah, cool. Team Dragon. Oh, thanks, EC. Already with the hate against me. So you're basically diving through, gathering items and loot and stuff, and defeating different minions along the way. And then there's a big boss. So you're going down 3 different levels, and then the final level is you're going against a boss. So your goal is to try to gain enough skills and have enough items on hand and potions so that you can defeat the boss in the end. It can be played as a solo campaign where you just go through different scenarios and you play it solo. But today I'm going to be playing a 2-player scenario. So one of the characters will be someone that I choose, and then you all in the chat get to choose the other one that we get to play with. So yeah, it's pretty fun. The Forest of Shadows adds in an extra element of poison tokens. So there are different ways in the encounters that you go through where you have possibly poison as a damage. Instead of taking a hit point, you would take poison. And in that case, you would be rolling to try to remove the poison every time you go through and explore the dungeon further. So when you take the explore action, you would have to roll a single die, and that die has to be greater than the number of poison tokens on your characters. If it is not, then the poison token gets removed and gets replaced with 2 hit points instead. So it's pretty brutal. Some of these minions I have found are a little more difficult than the base game are. So my goal here is to try to see how far we can get. I don't see us particularly winning against the big boss at the end, but we shall see. How are you all doing? How has your week been? Have you been playing any games recently? I recently played Ex Libris. I got that to the table a few days ago. It's a cool set collection game from Renegade Game Studios where you're in charge of a library, and there's different books of different genres that you're trying to collect, and then certain genres give you minus points, and you have to build out your shelves and have shelf stability because that would help you. But it's all set in like this fantasy world, so you're encountering dwarves and gnomes and different characters, and each different location has special abilities for you to collect more books and be able to shelve them. So that's been really fun. I also got to play. Michelle loves Ex Libris. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome game. We've thought about playing Athenium as well to see how it compares. We watched Ruel and Lauren play it a few months ago on stream for Renegade Day, and it's definitely a different type of game. So we're curious to try to play it in terms of seeing if it's different in mechanic-wise, even though it's similar theming, if it plays different than Ex Libris does. Gus says, very fun. I'm excited to stick with that theme and buy Athenium hopefully soon. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. So we got that to the table. We also have picked up a few other games. Just acquired the One Box game from Neil Patrick Harris. It's a puzzled game. And for those that have had me on stream and have guessed it on my stream, I am all about the Exit the Game series. I think Inca and Marcus Brand are brilliant in terms of having those scenarios kind of form. And so puzzly games, things that make you think and try to like strategize where things could be and try to find stuff, is right up my alley. And so hearing about this game, and I was like, okay, one, it's Neil Patrick Harris, and two, it's a game designed for like puzzles, so it was kind of like an escape room type game. So I was really intrigued by it, but I wasn't sure how it would play, but it got really good reviews online and from like game designers and stuff, and not game designers, excuse me, by game reviewers. And so I was like, well, maybe I should try it. And so I found a sale. So I recently acquired that, but haven't got it to the table yet. So we'll see how that one goes. EC says they liked Ex Libris. James says they like Athenium. Titles by Banana Chan, and the gameplay is fun. I made a Solar Rule variant for Athenium Mystic Library. Oh, cool. That's really awesome. Yeah, so in Ex Libris, there are very funny and kitschy little names for all the books. Most of them are puns for all the book titles. And in Athenium, it's similar, but all the book titles were actually designed by Banana Chan. So she was very creative in getting all these book titles for the Athenium game. So that's also another fun thing to look at when you're playing those games as well. So anyway, what else have you all been getting to the table? I'm curious. There's been a lot of talk about some, new Kickstarter acquirements coming in. Oh no. Guess is asking James if they played 2-player. We like Ex Libris, but we think it's probably better with more than 2, hoping Athenium might play better so we can still have the library theme. Oh no! High five for spilling your beverage. No, I guess not a high five. Well, yes, we'll give each other high fives. High fives for that. Slivers, hello, my friend. Welcome in. Good to see you here. We're just chatting about games we've gotten to the table recently, and I was mentioning I got Ex Libris to the table, and I'm curious to play Athenium soon. So, okay, only a mild high five. Okay, we'll just do a little high five. So, yeah, how are you, Slivers? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, let's see what else. So we're going to do One Deck Dungeon today, the actual physical copy of the game, so you can see all the terrible die rolls that are going to happen. Oh, yes, Michelle says there was a sale recently at Target, picked up Blank Slate and Pan Am. Very nice. Yes, so the Box 1 game I actually got through the Target sale. So that's pretty cool. We also picked up Illusion by Wolfgang Vorsch. It's a card game where you have to see how much percentage of each color is on cards as they progress in the stack. So that seems cool. It's kind of abstract a little bit, but Wolfgang Warsch is on my list of top designers, and I was surprised I did not have that game in my library. So I was like, oh, I need to pick this one up too. So I did. Pan Am is good, says EC, so that sounds like a good purchase. James says, because the way the draft works, I think it would be great 2-player puzzle, talking about Athenium, knowing that 4 cards are coming back to you so you can figure future planning, but I have not played it, played with a player. Sorry. That's all right, James. Any input is super helpful. Michelle says, partner bought me Newton for my birthday at our friendly local game store as well. Lots of gaming to catch up on. Yes, Michelle. Holy smokes. Yes. And now some of the Kickstarter things are coming in. More Kickstarters are launching. So it's just super crazy, all the different acquirements. And, Steam always has sales going on. So there's so much to explore here. Okay, so I'm going to go to the table view and show you our partial setup because I need you, friends, to help pick one of our heroes that we're going to be playing with today. So let's get down to the table view and get started here with One Deck Dungeon. So the way we're setting it up here, I've got my dice tray. I've got the actual dungeon that we're going to be exploring. It's called the Mudlands. Now, for those that aren't familiar with the One Deck Dungeon, each floor that you're exploring has certain requirements that you need to obtain for each encounter that you experience. So right now on level 4, we have these objectives that we have to acquire and complete in order to continue on through our exploration. Now, if you ever see a little bear trap, that's for a peril type encounter. And then this one is for an attack encounter. So the symbology is very significant when it comes to different types of encounters. When you go through the One Deck Dungeon, you have 2 main options at the beginning of your turn. You either explore or you enter a room and encounter the minions. So what happens is at the beginning of each turn, you will spend 2 time. Time is dictated by this stack of cards. Once the stack of cards is depleted, you will have a chance to descend farther into the dungeon. So on an explore action, what will happen is we will draw 4 cards face down here for us to indicate the 4 rooms of the dungeon to explore. Then, if we want to enter a room, that also costs 2 time for us to spend. 2 time is basically discarding 2 cards from the pile, and you will enter into a room and have the chance to encounter a minion or not. You do have the option of fleeing from a room. You can see what the encounter would be, but then also you have the chance to enter the room if you want to or flee. Fleeing does not cost you any penalty. It just costs you time because that's at the beginning of the turn. Those time units cards get discarded, but you always have the option before entering a room whether or not you choose to. Hello to the game cupboard. Oh, thank you so much. It's been lovely to see you. I hope you all had a lovely evening. Sorry I couldn't stay for the latter half of the marbles and hammer time stuff, but hello to you all. And yeah, for those that aren't following the game cupboard, Ben and Kelly Lee are wonderful human beings. They play lots of fun board games. Today they were playing Mr. Jack, the 2-player kind of cat and mouse type game. I had not played it. I've seen it and I've heard it, but I had not played it, and so it was fun. One character is Mr. Jack and the other are the police, and they're trying to locate each other. So yeah, fun little cat and mouse game. But I highly encourage you all to check out the game cupboard. They are lovely, lovely folks. So thank you for saying hi. I appreciate that. Okay, so you have the chance to enter into a room if you want to and complete the minion and try to defeat the minion. Once you do that, you have options of collecting loot. Loot can be in the form of items, skills, or XP. XP will increase the number of items and skills that we can have as a party to move on and move forward. Items and skills are great to have on hand. And also we can have potions. Potions give us other abilities and other things extra in order for us to improve our ability to defeat the things inside the dungeon. So I will explain a lot of those things. But first, we need to choose, friends. You all need to choose which character you want to be, and then I will be a second character. So first, we have the Alchemist. The Alchemist gives you, as their starter pool, they give you a yellow, a pink, and a blue die. So we've got, what are the three? So I know it is, so we've got strength is the yellow die, agility is the pink die, and magic is the blue die. So there are certain things that you encounter throughout the dungeon that require certain die colors. So this character has pretty much one of everything, and then they have 3 hit points available to them. Now, the other bonus information that you'll need is their heroic feat down here, which can be used once per encounter. It says for them, the potion tokens that are spent from your turn reference are placed here instead, and you can spend them as the Alchemist. You ignore all healing effects when using a potion token from here. So instead of using them from our general pool, they will go on to the Alchemist, and the Alchemist will be able to use them again. Now they have a starter basic skill as well. For every 2 mana spent up to 6, and your partner can roll either a pink or a yellow die. So mana is what they count on the pip numbers for the blue dice. So this encounter, if they have a 2 or more, then their partner can roll either a pink or a yellow die. Now, also you will see here, there are little symbols on the side. Those pertain to the type of encounter it is. So yeah, double potions, that's right. So this one can be used on any type of encounter, the peril or the attack. I think it's a peril. Oh gosh. I want to use the correct terminology. I just keep saying attack, but I don't think that's correct. Peril or combat. There we go. That makes more sense. So the cross swords is combat and the bear trap is peril. So that can be used on any type of encounter. And then this one can only be used on a combat adventure. So that is the Alchemist. That is an option you all can choose. Next we have the Hunter. They have just 2 yellow die and 2 pink die, but they also start off with 3 hit points. Their feat is they can spend 1 time to place a black 4, ignoring any green icons. Now, a black 4 is a heroic die that can be used. Oh, thank you so much, Game Cupboard. Good night. And thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. Sleep well, sweet dreams. So on here, you will see the heroic feat die can be used as you are leveling up, and some abilities allow you to spend that, and those black die are considered wild, so they can be placed on any encounter type, regardless of color. So that's pretty nice. And then you can actually put this on a shield. So if you have a shield symbol, those are mandatory encounter objectives that you have to do in order to complete that encounter. So this one allows you to place a wild 4 basically on that space. So that's pretty nice. And then this one for their skill, their partner can increase a die by 2. But you have to spend a pink die in order to use that skill. Some of these skills can be used for free, and some are used have a requirement for that. So that is a requirement on their skill. So we've got the Alchemist and the Hunter. Next, we have the Druid. The Druid has 1 pink die and 3 blue die. Their heroic feat is spend a time to roll either a yellow or a pink die, which is pretty cool. So this one can be used on the combat or peril encounters, but cannot be used on the final boss fight. So it can help us get down into the dungeon, but not actually into the dungeon itself. This one says you can choose a color. You and your partner can each re-roll 1 die of that color, and that can be used at any time. This one says it could be used at any time during the encounter. There's no requirement for spending dice, but it has to be on a combat encounter. So that's what the Druid is. So remember, folks, you all in the chat are picking a character, and then I will pick a character as well. So we will be playing a 2-player scenario here. Next, we have the Slayer. The Slayer. They have 1 yellow and 3 pink die. Their heroic feat is roll your shared die. Yeah, roll your stored die. Store a black die here when you complete a combat encounter. You may only store 1 die at a time here. Okay. So for every encounter that we have as a combat encounter that we complete successfully, we can store a heroic black die on this character to be used on a future encounter. So that's pretty cool. Then their skill is if you have a 6 in your pool, your partner may re-roll any or all of their dice. So that's pretty awesome. But it's only used on a peril encounter. So that's pretty sweet. So we've got the Alchemist, we've got the Hunter, we've got the Druid, we've got the Slayer. Only 2 more, folks, and then we can have you make your choice. We've got the Warden. Warden has 2 yellow die and 1 blue die. Their heroic feat is roll your stored die. You can store a black die here card for every card that becomes victory points. So if we loot an encounter and store it for victory points, then we can get a black die stored on this character card to be used. You may only store a die 1 at a time here, so you can't store a bunch, just 1. And then their skill is you can spend a time in order to prevent any damage of hearts or poison, and ignore the rule to split the damage equally. So you're protecting your party. So that's pretty awesome. And then finally, this is Caliana. They are like a spirit, like a forest fairy spirit kind of thing. They only have magic die. So what happens with them is you discard the first 2 hit points that would be placed on Caliana, and each turn, or you can spend, what does it say? Or on each turn or on the boss round. And then you can spend time for each heart that is discarded. If a heart is placed on Caliana, then the game ends. So you can exchange time instead of her taking hit points, but if, so after 2 hits, if she ends up getting a 3rd hit, then the game would be over, basically. So her special skill is you can add a yellow die or a pink die of any value. Your partner may increase the value of their dice by 1. So that costs a number of die in order for that to happen. So those are the 6 options to choose from. Does anyone have any thoughts or ideas of which character they would like the chat to be? I will be playing both, but I just wanted y'all to feel like you're included in the game too, so you can have first choice of what character you would like to be. What I always like to do when I've played this on my own or with other groups, we try to collectively have an equal or somewhat equal number of dice of the collection itself. So having a good collection of pink dye and yellow dye and blue dye could be really, really good. All right, James says the Warden. Yeah, I like the Warden because they do protect. They do have some healing power, and if we take the victory points, cards as victory points, we can store a heroic die on them. So yeah, if I don't have anyone else given some thoughts, we'll go with James' selection, and we'll choose the Warden. The Warden is a pretty powerful character, so that would be a-okay with me there. All right, so then over here, as you will see, our turn references. What's going to happen is we spend 2 time, which means we discard the 2 cards. We either explore or enter a room and have our encounter, make our choices, and then we also have the option of spending potions. Now, at the beginning of the game, we start with level 1, so we can have 1 item in our hands and 2 skills. And we currently have 1 potion to spend for. These are basically potion recipes, so we can spend a potion token to do 1 of these potions. We can collect more along the way, but currently our level where we are at right now only gives us 1. And oh, I have to flip this over because we are on 2-player. Aha, things are different now. Apologies, friends. Here we go. All right, so we are only at 1 item and 1 skill can be added, so we have to level up. And in order to level up, we need to collect 6 XP. Gus says they like it. Then look for a character with some pink and or blue dice to partner up. Yeah, that's a good choice. All right, so we will have the Warden be here. All right, so we'll have Warden start up here. And now they've got a lot of yellow. So what would be some good blue? What would be a good blue? You know, I think I'm going to do the Druid. So again, the Druid, they start off with a lot of blue dice, which is nice, and a pink. And then they can spend some time to either roll a yellow or a pink die and add to the pool. And then at any time, we can have them choose a color, and both players can re-roll die of that color. So that'll be that. That'll be our starters there. And I think we are good to go, friends. If you have any questions as we are playing, please let me know. I am not an expert at this game, so I have the rule book handy for reference if we need it. So yeah, all right. So we are level 1. We are on the first floor. We can have 1 item and 1 skill in our possession. We currently have 1 potion token. The potions that we start off with are Cure, which says you can heal a hit point or a poison token at any time a potion effect is used, or when a potion is gained, or you can heal at any time. So that's pretty cool. So when we gain an extra potion, we can heal a poison or a hit point, or we can heal 1 damage at any time. So that's pretty cool. And then this other basic potion we have is increase 2 die by 1 value each. So that's pretty nice. We need to increase our dice. So, and then we will, when we get to, if we have any poison tokens, I will read what the poison reference is. But for now, let's start the dungeon. We are in the Mudlands, so we are trying to crawl through the mud to get down to it. So, first and foremost, we don't have any rooms to explore yet, so our first action we have to do is explore. So I am going to discard 2 cards for time, and then draw 4 cards face down, to indicate our dungeon. All right, so that is our first turn here. Next, we can explore. So, friends, which door shall we kick down? 1, 2, 3, or 4. We're going to move in a clockwise direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me know in chat which door you want to kick down. It does not matter, really. How many clank does kicking the door down create? Hey, we're not in space, so it might not be. We're underground, so it actually is probably more quiet than you think. 3 clank. Hello, Asmati Games. Good to see you in here. That is a pretty accurate guess, I would say. 3 clank. All right, and so for that, why don't we go to door number 3? Let's try. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we discard? We did not discard our 2 time yet, so let's discard our 2 time because we are entering beginning of our next turn. And door 3. We have a dire boar. Oof. Okay. So we can enter this encounter if we want to. A roar boar. Yeah, there we go. We can enter this encounter if we want to. Now, for these single squares, friends, that means they only can be completed with 1 die placement. And future encounters, you might see rectangles. Rectangles can be fulfilled with multiple dice placed in there. So these require 6 unique dice for these values in order for us to complete it. Now, let's check what our dice pool will have. So we have 3 yellow die from the warden and 1 blue die from them. And then we have 1 pink die and 4 blue die. So all told, we have 8 dice. However, some of these are yellow and some of these are pink. Now we can decide to combine dice if we want to. That is an ability we can. We can combine dice to create heroic feat dice, which are black. Again, that can be wild and they can be used on any value. But all told, we will need at least 6 dice. And for the heroic dice to be created, you exchange 2 dice and get 1 in return. So we don't have to encounter this one. We can choose to flee and see what else is out there. I mean, we do have quite a lot of yellow. We don't have a lot of pink, so we would have to rely on our blue dice to get us through. I think we might want to wait. Let's check out one more door and let's see what we have to explore there. And we can always come back. So right now, I feel like we should leave it as an open door and then come back to it. Oh, go for it. You also have the ability to spend time to roll an extra pink. All right, Gus is saying go for it. Yes, that is true. So we can spend time for our Druid in order to roll 1 pink or 1 yellow. So, okay, I guess we will do that. All right, so we will enter in. The timidity got kicked out of me, so we are going to go in. So what's going to happen is when we enter into an encounter, we have the option of using our heroic feat before we roll dice in our dice pool. So we can spend 1 time in order to roll an extra yellow and an extra pink, which I think would be valuable for us because we need more pink die and we have enough yellow. So I think we're going to do that. So spending their heroic feat is a free action. However, in this one requires us to spend a time. So we will do that. Spend 1 time. This will go great. Yeah, thanks, Gus. Okay, so we will do that to roll a pink die. We'll get the pink die, and we get a 1, a big whopping 1. All right, well, that's an awesome start. Okay, and then for this one, so their heroic feat only happens if we actually complete the encounter. So that didn't do that one. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So how this works is we're gonna have each character roll their dice independently, and we'll lay them all out on their character card, and then we can assign the dice to those cards themselves. So the Druid has 1 pink and 3 blue. 1 pink and 3 blue. From the die pool here. Okay, we've got 1 pink and 3 blue. Let's see what we get. All right, I see some big numbers here. Very, very nice. And another 1. So the pink die that we needed to be certain values of dice end up not being very good at all. Okay, the Warden has 3 yellow and a blue. Three yellow and a blue. All right, here we go. Okay, what do we got here? I see some 4s. I see a 3 and a 6. Okay, so I take no responsibility. I don't believe you, Gus. I don't believe you. Okay, so we are going to assign this dice. Let's see. So we need at least a 3 in pink and a 4 in yellow with these 2 green shields. They must have dice assigned to them first. So we can also we can spend we can choose if we want to spend our 1 potion to increase 2 dice by 1 value. However, increasing these green or these pink die won't really matter too much. So, yeah, that's gonna be problematic. Okay, so let's see. We can assign this yellow 4 here to cover up that 4. Now this needs to be a 3, pink 3, or a 3 of any value. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to exchange these 2 blue die to make a black. Now how you do that is you take the lowest of the 2 values, and that's what the number value is on the black die. So that will become a black 3 now. I am keeping these off to the side. I'm not putting them back into the die pool yet because sometimes our logic can be rearranged. You can always place your die, then remove them, and then place them, all that kind of stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this here. So for our 6 here, and then the other yellow can go here. Now I can also combine these 2 6s to make a black 6. So the question is, do we want to place it over the 2 poison, or do we want to place it over the 1 poison and 1 time? If we do the 2 poison, that means both characters will take a poison token. And the next time we explore, not enter into a room, but the next time we explore, we would have to roll a die to try to get greater than 2 on the die. Owie indeed. That is true. Owie indeed. Okay. So I am thinking if we turn these 2 in, so if we turn these 2 in and get a black 6, I am thinking we should probably put it over the poison, because if we don't get greater than 2, well, let's see. Because if we do get greater than 2, then the poison gets removed. but it only gets removed from one character. So if we had poison on both of them, we would still have it be problematic. 1 die and add 1, 2. Okay. Yeah. I think what we should do is I'll cover it over the poison. So we'll cover over the poison. So we completed everything except for this 1 5, which is 1 hit point and 1 time lost. But it's okay because that means we complete it. So we will lose 1 time and we will take 1 hit point, which I'm giving to the Druid because they rolled really terribly. So they take 1 hit. We remove all the dice back into our die pool. And now we get to loot. So we either can get 1 pink die added to our die pool for either character. We can take 3 victory points, XP points, which will increase our leveling up. Or we can take this skill. This skill says with a 3 blue, we can roll a blue die, then increase that value by 2. So I think having more dice is valuable. So I'm going to actually take this as an extra die and give it to the Warden because they don't have any pink die. So what's going to happen is we're going to slide it over here on this side of their character card. And now it shows that they have a pink die available. Okay, well, that encounter wasn't too terrible. It was all right. And now we have more options to go. So let's see, we've got door 1, 2, or 4. What say you all in the chat? Door 1, 2, or 4? One, 2, or 4. We don't know what each of them is. And remember, you can always just look at it, decide to either enter or flee. It is totally optional what we can do. 1, 2, or 4. And we didn't use our potion, so that's okay. We still have that potion available to us. I see picking 2. Yeah, that's fine. Totally fine, Michelle, because Gus also chose 2. That's awesome. Okay, we have a moss golem. So there is an entry requirement, which means spend 2 time when you place a heroic feat dice on this card. So that's kind of an extra requirement on there. But it costs, so this one here is a rectangle. It is yellow, so it requires yellow dice or black, because remember, black are considered wild, on that of a value of 10. And then we have 4, 6, 6, and 5. I think we're pretty good. We've got an extra pink die. I think we can probably tackle this one. So let's try it, huh? Let's try it. Okay, so do we want to spend time to roll an extra die? I think that would be a good idea. So let's spend a time. And let's roll an extra pink die again. Let's see if the Druid can redeem themselves. And what did they get? They got a 5. Okay. Much better than last time. Very nice. And we did not get any XP, so we do not have a heroic die from them. We do not have any heroic die yet, so we're just going to roll our basic die pool. So here we go with the Druid. We've got 3 blue and a pink. 3 blue and a pink. Here we go. And I see a 2. Oh gosh. Another 2. A 4. And another 4. Okay, so not terrible, but not great. We can do some comboing, I think. So now the Warden has 3 yellow, 1 pink, and 1 blue. 3 yellow, 1 pink, and 1 blue. All right, here we go. Okay, I see a 3 and a 4, and another 3. Oof, a 1. Come on now. A 1 and a 2. Gosh. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. I think we need to re-roll our pinks here. So I'm going to use the Druid's skill. It is a combat. So this is a combat encounter because it's got the crossed swords there. So we can choose a color. You and your partner can roll 1 die of that color. So I'm going to choose pink and see if we can re-roll these pinks. All right, so the Druid is re-rolling their pink. Oh, goodness. Oh, this is how this game's going to go. Oh, geez. Oh, wow. We didn't have anything better than that. Wow, okay. Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, we need to get a value of 10 here exactly, which the yellow die does already, so that's pretty cool. So we'll complete all the yellow here. Now we need, oof, gosh, okay, so we have a 5. 5 is good here. We also have a couple 4s that we can make into a black 4. And I think that's all we can do. So if we did that, we would spend 2 time, which I think is okay, instead of taking some more damage. So we're going to do these 2 to make them into a black 4. And the black 4 is going to go on here. So we've got our yellow here for the 10, the 5 over here. We're going to spend 2 time to do that. And now we have a 6 and a 6. And spend time. So, oh gosh, this one says spend time for this one to prevent a hit or a poison and ignore the rule to split damage evenly. Well, I don't want to give all of it to the Druid. That would be bad. So I'm not going to use that. But we did complete the encounter, even though we're going to take a couple damage. We did complete it. So it's going to be 1 and 1. So I'm going to do 1 and 1 here. So unfortunately, with the rest of the die that we have, I mean, we can't increase anything of any higher value to create 6s. 6s are the highest we can do. So unfortunately, we have to take that damage. All right, so we're going to move these here. Okay, I am going to use... So we will take this as, we could take this as XP, we could take it as a skill or an item, or we can take it as a skill. And this skill says reduce the difficulty of each challenge box by 1. Oh, that's pretty awesome. However, it is only on peril encounters, so only the ones with the bear trap on it. Oh, but that seems so awesome. That seems so valuable. You know, I'm going to do that. Give that to the Druid here. So they are maxed on their skill capacity now. And I am going to heal. The cure action, I believe, is healing for only 1 one character. I don't think it's for both. Let's see what it says for the cure action. The cure action. Cure potion. Yeah, I think it's just one heal because only one character drinks it. So I am going to spend our potion token because our druid is hurting, so they can heal 1 damage. And now we are out of potion tokens. But we completed that encounter, so that was awesome. And now we have either door number 1 or door number 3. So we're going to spend 2 time. And now 1 or 3. I'm just going to choose 1. Let's see. Oh, we have a panther. Now, this is a peril option, which means we choose one of the 2 encounters to take. We can either sneak by it, or we can try to charm it. Sneak by requires pink dice of value 8 or more, and we only get to roll our pink dice. So currently we'd have 2. We would have 2 dice. Oh, and goodness me. I totally forgot, friends. We were supposed to also be doing our floor encounters as well. Okay, moving on. We will do that now. So these also add to our encounter requirements. So now we know. Okay. Let's see. So we can either decide to charm it or to sneak by it. I think we can try to charm it. So that requires 9 with blue dice. We currently have 4 blue dice. And then since it is a peril encounter, we also need to do a 4 of any color. But for this indication, it would be a blue die. So we would have to put a 4 on there. I think we could do that. So we're going to try to charm it. I'm not going to use the but I can reduce the difficulty by 1. So it'll be an 8 actually, because I can use this on my peril for my bonus skill. So it'll only be an 8 that we need to do plus the 4 over here. So we have 4 blue die to try to complete that. I think we can do it. So we'll start with the druid. They have 3 blue. Here we go. All right, what did we get? We got a couple 4s and a 6. Very nice. And now the warden will roll their 1 die. And they got a 5. Oh, goodness. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so I think we got this, friends. So we have our 4 over here for the Mudlands. That is our dungeon. And then to get the 8 or even 9, we can put those 2. And that is complete. Woohoo! That was quite the easy encounter. We charmed the panther. So now we have the option of either gaining a die. We can gain this skill, which is gain a 4 of yellow or a 4 of pink, only to be used on a combat. Or we can take 2 XP. Excuse me. I think we should add some more die to our die pool, so I will take it. So now our druid is at max capacity. They have 1 item and 1 skill available to them. So yeah, and this is our final door. We can choose to explore if we want to, but I think it might be good to just just see what this one is, huh? So let's spend our 2 time. And this final door is a Great Spirit. So again, it's another peril. We have the option. We can either struggle free, which counts. Hold on a second. This one, I misread. This one has to be taken as a skill. Okay, so because of this arrow, we have to take that one as a skill. So I will give, but do I want to give them as a skill? Or do we take it as XP? We'll take it as XP instead. Okay, so we have 6 XP to obtain, and currently we have 2. 2 out of 6. All right. We can level up as fast or as slow as we want to, friends. I've seen sometimes it's beneficial to do and sometimes it's not beneficial to do. But we'll see how it is. If we get some good stuff where we can level up fast, then cool. But if not, then we can just keep trying to add some more die to our die pool. All right, so again, back to this spirit. We can either struggle free, that's 10, a value of with the yellow die, or we can try to display prowess by going with blue dice. So in our dice pool, we have 4 blue and 3 yellow. So it's basically 6 of 1, I think. I think we should go for the yellow because that way we can get more dice. Because the yellow one indicates if we loot it, we get items, or we can take it as XP. So I think we're going to do that instead. So we'll do the yellow die. Do we want to spend time to roll an extra yellow? Sure, why not? So that way the druid can feel like they're contributing. So we're going to spend a time and have them roll a yellow die. And oh, look, they got a 6. That's handy. So now the warden has 3 yellow die to spend. Yeah, good job, Druid. You did something. All right. And we've got the warden has... Oh, I think we got this, friends. I think we got this. Okay, so remember we have our 4 to obtain here, so we're going to use that 6 to put over here. That completes, and with these 2 other dice, that completes that one. So we are successful. Very nice. And now we get to take this as an item. So I will give... Yeah, I was supposed to give this, the druid was supposed to have an item last time, so now they will have an item as in another magic die. Okie doke. So, there we are. Now we've got to spend 2 time, because we are going to explore. And we'll have 4 new doors here. Now this is when we would check for poison, but none of our characters have poison tokens on them, so we don't need to roll for any poison effects. So that's pretty awesome. So that was 1 turn. Now we got to enter again. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which door shall we kick open? One, 2, 3, or 4, you say? 4, says Gus. All right. Door number 4 is, it's a trickster. They convert 1 poison on a hero to a hit point. Oh, geez. Well, good thing we don't have any poison on us. So this requires, there's a lot of shields here. Requires quite a few dice, but because it's a combat encounter, we can use our entire dice pool. in order to do that. And we need also from the first floor, we need to get a yellow 4 and a yellow 5. So we need a lot of yellow, but we have some abilities to roll some extra dice. So I think we can do it. Let's try this trickster out. We are going to spend, let's do, oh, this is a peril, so I can't use this other skill of lowering everything by 1. Oh, you can't really see there. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit so you can see. There we go. You can see their other skill down here. Okay, so I can't use that skill because it only affects peril encounters, and this is a combat encounter, but I can spend to roll a extra die, so I will spend a time to do that. And let's roll a yellow. Okay. Oof, they got a 6 again. Very nice. All right. And, oh, and I did not, because we got the XP, the warden actually has a black die on them, and we can choose to use it if we want to right now. I'm not sure if we want to use it, because once we use it, it goes back into the general supply. But no, I think we'll be okay. We've got plenty of dice in our dice pool. I think we'll be okay. So we have 4 blue dice and 1 pink die for the Druid. 2, 3, 4, and 1 pink dice. So here we go, the Druid. All right, they've got some stuff, looks like. They've got some stuff. Okay, and now the warden will roll 1 pink, 1 blue, and 3 yellow. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see. Do we need to re-roll some stuff? Ah, we might need to re-roll some stuff here. Okay, well, all right. We definitely need the 4 and the 5. That is covered. Excuse me. I will do this one so we can re-roll our blue here. Let me see if I can re-roll this blue. All right, Asmati Games, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Have a lovely day. Oh, that's better. Alrighty. And that there too. Okie doke. Cool. So we've got the 4 and the 5. So the yellow 5 over here. We have to do the shields first. So we've got a shield here. Oh, I can't do a potion. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, nice, James. Have fun at the concert. Thank you so much for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Oh, I have to do those 2. Okay, so we're going to have to do some comboing here, friends. So we are going to combo these 2 2s to make a black 2 here. Oops, that's a blue. Black 2 there. And then I want to save this 6 for over here. So if we do the 2 5s here, that will make a black 5 here. And then we'll have to combo these to make another black 5. There. And do that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. So, yep, I think that's all we can do. And we'll do a hit and a time. So I'm going to use this to spend a time so that the hit doesn't to prevent any damage. So we will just spend 1 time so we don't take the damage. Excuse me, friends. All right, so we got the time spent, but everything is completed. Okie doke. And so now we can either do XP, an extra die, or a skill. So the Druid is at max capacity. The Warden can take a skill. Or we can take some XP. Let's do some XP so we can get their black die back. Yeah, we'll do that. We will do that. Okie doke. Cool. Now we're going to spend 2 more time. And we're going down, further down. Let's choose door number 2. Door number 2. We get, ooh, a rockworm. That kind of looks like the creature from Stranger Things. Have you ever seen Stranger Things? So it requires a lot of blue and a lot of yellow, which I feel like we're in pretty good shape there. And then it says place a poison marker on a hero just at the beginning. Oof, rough. But I think we could do it. So let's place a poison. We'll just take one for the team here. But we've got lots of yellow and lots of blue to get through. We can do it. We can do it, friends. All right. We are going to spend a time so we can roll an extra yellow die. All right. Let's see, Druid. Let's see what we got. Ooh, we got a 5. Very nice. Now they have 4 blue and a pink. Let's see what we can get. 2, 3. Oops, that's not a blue one. 4 blue and a pink die. All right. Here we go. Come on, Druid. Roll some big numbers. Hey, that's all right. Ooh, that is quite all right. I will take those numbers. Now, the warden has 1 pink, 1 blue, and 3 yellow. All right, let's see what the warden does. Okay. And we will save this. We will save it. Oh, those yellows are not helpful. Not helpful. Okay, so we're not using this yet. I'm putting it off to the side so I don't get confused. So we need, because it is a combat, we need a 4 of yellow, a 5 of yellow. Then we've got some more yellow here and a lot of blue. Okay, so I know we have to place on this shield first. So we've got a 5, which is fine. We can do that. Then we've got the 2 over here. So that completes that. We can turn in these 2 to make a black 5. So let's do that. And we can put that here. Okay. Then we can do these 2 to make a black 3. And I think that'll be enough. So we'll do, because that's 12, so we'll need 3 plus 6 is 9, 10, 11, and 12. We did it, friends. Woo! We did it. Okay. Success. Cool. Now we have a choice. We can either take it as an item and as a blue die and an extra hit point, which could be nice. We could take it as 4 XP, or we could take it as a skill, which is turn in 2 pink dice, prevent a heart, and then gain a 6 pink. I think it would be nice to increase our hit point status. So I am going to... Ooh, we can turn in something for a... Can we... I think we can exchange when we have an item. We can exchange the item to get... to gain XP instead. Yep. Okay. So we can do that. I think we should increase. Let's increase the warden. So, and then, oh, but they would get rid of that. No, let's have them do this for the druid. Because even though they have a blue die here, this one would give them a blue die and a extra hit point. So I'm going to exchange that. And instead, I'm going to turn this one in for XP, which is 3. And lo and behold, look, we've got enough to level up. Da 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 da. So we are leveling up now to level 2. We get 2 items now. We can hold 2 skills and a potion token we gain. Awesome. And we gain a heroic die to be used at any time we want. And to level up to level 3 now, we need 8 XP. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, next door. We're going to kick in some more doors. Kicking in some more doors. Here we are. Kicking in more doors. Let's go door number 4 because it rhymes with door. Ooh, we have a vortex stone. So we've got options. We can either stabilize the aura, which costs 12 of blue, Or we can try to grab the stone. Oof, which costs 13 of pink. All right. And this is a potion we can gain to prevent 2 heart hit points. That's pretty good. And remember, our potion for the cure, if we collect it as a potion, we can heal 1 automatically. So that's pretty nice. I think I want to take this as a skill, which means, or not as a skill, as a potion, which means we have to do the 13 on pink. 13 on pink, which is that one. So we also need a peril encounter. So we also need to do a 4 as well. So I think we need to get some extra dice in here, but I think it's possible we can complete this. So let's go in. Let's enter in. We are going to use our peril awareness and level the difficulty by 1. So this will only be a 12 now. And we are going to spend a time so we can roll an extra pink die. Here we go. All right. Oof, extra pink die. Not too bad. And then they only have 1 pink die as the Druid. But I will have them roll our heroic feat die as well. Because we can, because we leveled up. And, we got a 1. I am going to use this one here with my pink die for the Warden. Hope we can get a little bit better rolls here. Okay, so we've got a 4 and a 6. All right, so we are able to do this over here. That is successful. Now we need 12 because of our extra skill. We were able to lower it by 1. So we need a 12. What do we got here? We've got 10 and 14, friends. Woo! We did it. Awesome. All right, so this one goes back here. This one goes back into the die pool because it was on our Warden. And everything else is completed. Yeah, we have not gone down next floor yet, so yeah, we crushed it. That's right. So we are going to take this as a potion. So our potions go over here, and now because we healed a potion, we gained a potion, so we automatically heal. I'm going to heal. I'm actually going to heal a poison because I don't want to roll for it. So there we go. Cool. We did it. Pretty awesome. Let us go down to door number 1 now. Door number 1. Ooh, it's a wisp. It's very wispy. We've got a lot of single dice here. So this all told is 9 dice to go. Do we have 9 unique dice that we can use? We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 plus an 11, but we need exact values. Although these values are pretty small. Ooh, no, we need 9, 10, 11. We need all exact. Oh, good grief. That one seems a little tricksy. I think we should pass on this one. I did not spend our 2 time. I apologize. I think we need to pass on this one. Leave it open and do some more exploration because that just seems like it's really exact. We have exactly 11 dice and exactly 11 spots that need to be placed. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to pass on that one. So here we go, friends. 1, 2, let's do some exploration. The stairs are a-comin'. The stairs are a-comin'. So that's our explorer turn. Now we do 1, 2, and now we have these stairs. So when the stairs arrive, Place a damage token here for each time you spend. Each time there are 3 tokens here, place it on a hero and remove the other 2. At the end of any turn, the heroes may descend. If this card is revealed while spending time to start a turn, the heroes may descend immediately. I think we're going to descend immediately. So what happens is all of these cards get taken into the discard pile. We shuffle them up and we start our descent. So now we are going to be down in the 2nd floor, which has more things to encounter. So now we've got the mud shell. Oh man, and I didn't spend those things. Oh gosh, there's so much flavor text here. So we're supposed to spend time when I took an item as loot. Oops. All right, well, we were probably going to descend a little bit faster. I apologize, friends. There's so much minute details here. I hope you are enjoying watching it regardless, because I am having fun playing it. This will be quite the adventure. I've only played this one with the Steam app, but then in real life, I think only one other time. I've played the base game more often. So there will be some little flubs here and there. I guarantee it, in terms of having rules missed and things like that. Okay. So here we are gonna spend 2 time here, and now we're going to descend into the next floor. All right, and now we're going to pick a door. Let's do door 1, 2, 3, or 4, friends. What do we think? 1, 2, 3, or 4? I'll let you all decide this time. So now with this new floor, we have to complete also the floor requirements as well. So we got kind of a challenge ahead of us here. So we need to keep grabbing some more dice, keep gaining some more skills, hopefully get some more potion tokens so we can heal ourselves, or we'll be in trouble going down. All right, 1, 2, 3, or 4, friends. Which door shall we go down? Hey, Legends, good to see you. Good to see you on here playing some One Deck Dungeon. Have you played this version, the Forest of Shadows version? Door number 3. We have got a rope bridge. Okay, so we have the option. We can either bolster, which costs us 2 time and 4 blue, or we can sprint across, which costs us 10 pink. And then also, because it is a peril, we have the 4 and the 5 to obtain as well. I recently got the Abyssal Depths expansion, both base games. Very cool. Very cool. Have you been successful in actually completing some of these? Sometimes I kind of come down to the very last thing, down to the wire, and then the boss defeats me, but... should we bolster? I think we should bolster because we have more blue dye than we do pink dye. So I'm going to spend 2 time to do that. And then we can... So we can do this for a 6 using the difficulty challenge lowering down by 1. And so I don't think we'll need to use our heroic feat dice. I think we'll have enough to get all of these. So the Druid is going to roll 4. 4 blue. And there we go. Legend says, I used to play with my friend, but only put on my table again because of the expansion. Abyssal Death adds 3 new heroes and 6 fiends. Oh, nice! That's awesome. Yeah, I really, really like this game. The Steam implementation is really nice, too. It's a good challenge, a good puzzle to solve. Because you're trying to figure out, do I take skills? Do I take more items? What do I do? Oh, good grief. Good grief. Well, I need a 4 and a 5. So, oh, good grief. So the 4 and the 5 go over here. That's definitely. And then I needed 6 because I lowered this by 1. And look, friends, we only have 5. Oh, good grief. That was terrible. Terrible rolls. Do I have anything to re-roll stuff? Choose a color, you to partner. Nope, I can't do that. Nope, and I didn't do my heroic feat because the yellow die won't count for this one. So I will use this to spend a time to prevent 1 hit. Oh, good grief. But we are going to take 3 time and 1 hit. 1, 2, 3, and 1 hit. Oh, we did get the black die for being level 2. That's right. I know I didn't roll that. Whoops. I could roll it. Oh, but it's a 1. Oh, look. Woo! Thanks, Gus. Thank you. So those 3 don't get spent, actually. I'll just put those at the bottom. Oh, yeah. Forgot. You can, your heroic die, it's not, you can roll that at any time. I forgot we could still use that. Okay, so we're successful. Yay! Oh, gosh. Yeah, you're part of the team. Good job. Okay, so now we can do either 2 XP. We could take a skill or an extra die. I feel like we should take an extra die because having extra stuff is always nice. So the Druid is going to take the extra die. So we don't have to take any damage. Very nice. Yay. All right. So now that one goes back here. We did that there. Okie doke. Let's go door number 2. Let's go across the way. We have a vine trap. Ooh, another option. We could either dodge the vines for 7 pink or we can break through for 10 yellow. All right, and remember we still have the 4 and the 5 to complete as well. Let's do the yellow here. Okay, let's do the yellow. We will have the Druid roll the yellow and spend a time so they can do another yellow die. So let's do that. Okay, so that's a 3. They're going to roll the black die for our heroic feat or heroic die, and there we go. And then the warden has 3 here. All right. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we definitely need to put 4 over here and the 6 on the 5 over there. So we need 10. Oh, we got it. We've got 5, 9, 12. Woo! We did it. We're getting it. Oh, thank you, Legends. Cheers to everybody. Thank you for that hydrate. All right, so we did complete that one. Whew. Good job, team. Now we can get a skill, which is for 2 yellow die, we can roll 1 of each and then increase one of them by 1 if we wanted to. We could also add a pink, or we can add 2 XP. I think I'm going to add 2 XP because when I do that, it will give the warden a black die. So the warden now has a black die. Oh, Legends, I was drinking a soda earlier, but now I'm back to water. So just high quality H2O over here. All right. That was pretty good, friends. Now we're going to enter into our next door. Let's do some time spending here. Let's go door 4. 4 door. Ooh, it's a bramble field. Man, we're getting all the peril encounters here. We can either clear a path, which is yellow, or we can run through it, which is pink. Okay, pink 10 or yellow 7. And then we can ignore, we can ignore all shield icons on this encounter for the potion, or we can give us a couple more XP. Let's see. Let's do a clear the path. So we'll spend 2 more time to clear our path here. And because it's a peril, I'm going to reduce the difficulty, so it's only a 6. And then we've got the 4 and the 5. So we are going to have the black die, the heroic die be rolled by the Druid with their 1 yellow. Ooh, nice. Couple of 6s. That's awesome. I'm going to wait to spend that on the warden. They will hold on to that because they have 3 yellow. I think we'll do that. Let's see. I've got 2. Oof. 2, 4, and 5. Okay, cool. Legends asked, do I like the forest better than the original? It's hard to say, Legends. I've only played the forest one other time. I've played the base, the original one, a lot more. This is definitely more of a challenge, I think, because of the poison tokens. And it seems like some of the minions that you encounter are more difficult right off the bat. So I would say I like them for different reasons. I like the base game in the sense that it can be fully, like, somewhat attainable as you're going through. You don't seem to be totally, at a disadvantage when you're starting off. Whereas this one seems like you really, really have to build up your dice pool first before you can even encounter some of these minions on the ground floor. So this is definitely a harder challenge. I like them both, but I think for different reasons. Yeah. Do you have a favorite one? Do you like the Abysmal Depths expansion? I'll be curious. And if anyone else has played these, I'll be curious to hear what their thoughts are on this as well. So, okie doke. Let's see. So we've got the 4 and the 5. And then we just need a 6 over here. So that's done. We did it, friends. Woohoo. All right. We are kind of blazing a trail here. Blazing a trail. So do we need to encounter? No. Or do we need to get some more dice? Yeah, let's give the warden another blue die. Let's do that. We haven't given them any skills yet. I just realized we haven't given them any skills. Okay, we're going to do this next door. Spending our 2 time here. And we got another panther. Oof. Sneak by or charm it. Let's do some charming so we can get the skill down here. Oh, it's the same Charmed Panther one that we would have gotten before. Oh, and we have to spend another because of this one. We could spend another time because we gained an item as loot. Only play the base but own forest. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd be curious to see. There is a solo campaign I noticed in the forest deck that you can do. There's a cool little notebook that like you can keep stats on and stuff as you're playing through it. So that might be kind of fun to try sometime. But all right, we are going to try to charm this handsome beast. And also, again, we're going to do the 4 and the 5. We're going to use this awareness skill here to lower that to an 8. We're going to have the Druid. No, we'll have the Warden roll that one this time. So the Druid is going to roll 4 blue. 2, 3, 4. So we've got the Druid rolling 4 blue. All right, 3, 4. Alrighty, and then the Warden is rolling 2 blue. And our heroic die. And we get a little bit better die rolls here. Warden, a little bit better. Oof. All right. So we've got to do the 4 over here and the 5. And we need 8. So we've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, perfect. Exact change there. Exact change. All right. But we did it. We were successful, friends. So that goes there. That goes over here. And we're taking this as a skill for our Warden. So the Warden is going to take this as a skill. Ba-ba-da-ba. Hold on a second. Okie doke. And then they've got their 2 items here. And their hit point and there. Awesome. Okay. Now we've got to explore. So we got to do 2 time. Give ourselves 4 new doors to kick open. And we got to spend 2 more time again so we can kick down one of these doors. So we've got 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which one shall we go down, friends? 1, 2, 3, or 4. We're still in pretty good shape. I feel like we might need to gain some more potion tokens, which means we'll need to level up. Currently, we only have 2 XP, and we need 6 more in order to level up. So that will be something to think about as we're going on to other encounters here. So let's see. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. So we gained an item. We did not gain an item, so we don't need to use any more of those. Let's see. Let's go 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3. Ooh, we have sharp cliffs. All right. So we either can climb up or we can fly over. So that's either yellow or blue. So, but that costs X. We can get some XP. That would be some nice XP to help us level up fast. Let's try flying. Do we want to do fly? Because we have 4 yellow dice. Or do we want to try to climb up? Oh, you heard it as shark lips. No, they're sharp cliffs. Okay, let's try to fly over. Let's try flying over. So we'll need 13 because of this one here. We'll roll the heroic die. All right, and our druid has 4 blue. 4 blue here. Okie doke. And then I am going to have the warden roll their heroic die that's saved on here. Plus 2 blue. Alrighty. So we still have this 4 and the 5 to complete. So let's do a 4 over here. And the 5 over here. And then we need 13, which I think we've got plenty. Boom, there we go. We did it. Da, 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 da. We are just flying through these encounters here. Put that back over here. So now we can either take XP or another hit point. Ooh, an extra hit point would be nice. So I'm actually going to give it to the warden. They can hold 2 items, but I'm going to exchange this for some XP. So this will be XP now. So we are 4 of 8. We are halfway through. Halfway through. Cool. All right. Now let's do next thing here. Oh, the warden's got all their stuff all mixed up. There we go. Alrighty. Cool. Let's do 4. Door 4. We gotta do some time. And one more because we got that gain an item as loot there. We've got a spike along. Ooh. Suffer poison when you place a 5 on this card. Oof. No, thank you. There's a lot of specific numbers on this. Do we want to do that? So that's only 3. But we have these 3 as well. So that would be 9 dice total. But we get to roll 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11 dice. Ooh. Nah, I think we'll skip. We'll flee that one. Have to come back to it. We'll flee. Let's do door 2. No, door 1. A razor bark. Oof. So, oh man, if we do this encounter, we have to exile a black die and a yellow die. So exiling, folks, means you actually discard them for the remainder of the game. So they're no longer in your dice pool for the remainder of the game. So that is a lot to do here on this combat. Yeah, I think we're going to flee that one too. Oh, goodness me. We've got so many crazy encounters coming up now. All right, this one, a vortex stone. Okay, this one seems manageable. We can either stabilize the aura, which is blue of 12 and costs us 2 time as well, or we can try to grab the stone. Ooh, gosh. But that's pink. So I think we have a better chance with blue. So let's try to do that with the blue, but we cost 2 time in order for that to happen. 1, 2. And because it's a peril, we can lower it down by 1, so it'll be just an 11 now. We'll have the Warden roll our heroic feat, but first we'll have the Druid roll their 4 blue die. 3 and a 4. Here we go. All right. And the Warden has 2 blue die and the black for our heroic. Okay, what do we got here? Okay. So we need a 4 and a 5 for this peril. We've got that. And then we'll need 11 here, which I think we've got. Yeah. Perfect. Very cool. We did it. All right. So that is successful. We can toss these. I think we can take this for an item or as XP. Give an extra hit point. Everyone else has extra hit points. So I'm going to take this for XP so that way we can level up. So we're turning these all in and we are leveling up, friends. Now we have got level 3. So we can hold on to 3 items. We get just the 1 bonus, but we get another potion token to use. And we need 10 to level up to the next level. But I feel like adding potion tokens is awesome. So we definitely wanted to do that. Okay, we did not gain any more dice. So I'm going to have us explore here. 1, 2, fill in our explore. And now we can descend. If we decide to wait and stay where we're at, we will take a damage token on there. And once 3 damage tokens are on the stairs, then we have to suffer a damage. I feel like we should descend. Let's just see. We still have a whole new floor to explore. So we're going to descend, not take any damage here. We're going to shuffle them up here, and go down to level 3. 1 more floor until we reach the final boss. I feel so-so about our chances here. Only so-so with our chances. We can hold more things now, which is awesome. Yet there is still the possibility of taking a lot of damage. Yeah, more dice is right. More dice is right. Okay, so here we are, the new floor. So we got to spend 2 time. And we got to explore 4 more possibilities here. And then we've got to increase to the new floor level. We have the Rotten Depths. Now, it says, if an encounter's consequences include poison, add 2 time to that. Ugh, gross. Gross, gross, gross. So now we have all of this to encounter on a combat encounter, and all of this to add to our peril encounters. Awesome. Okay, so we've explored. Now we are going to enter. Let's just do door 2. It's fine. It's fine. Exactly right. It's fine. All right, we've got our panther again. Do we sneak by, gain the item, which is extra dice, or do we try to charm it? We already have that skill. So let's try to grab it as some dice. All right, we'll need an 8 and all of these as well. But I'm going to lower that so it'll only be a 7 of pink. So I am going to have, since there's only, wait a second, do we only have, yeah, they only have an extra blue and they only have, yep. Okay. So we're trying to do pink here. I am going to spend a time so the Druid can roll an extra die. So they're going to roll a pink die right now. And they got a 2. And then they're going to roll, ooh, what else is there? So we can't do the Charmed Panther skill because it's not a combat. But we can do that to prevent any damage we would take. Okay, so they're going to roll their pink. Hope for a big number. That's not a big number. And then the Warden is going to roll our heroic die and a pink die. Oh, we might be in trouble here, friends. We might be in trouble here, friends. Oh, good grief. Okay, so we definitely need to cover up. And we don't have, oh, we can do a potion. We can prevent 2 hit points. We can increase our die by 1 value each, which won't be enough for that. So, okay, wait. So if we did the 4, we have to cover up the 4. If we turn those into 3s, we would just do that there. So we would have enough here. Because we did lower that down, so we only need a 7 here. And then we could Yep, we could do that. And yeah, so we'd have enough there, so we would take that and that. So I will spend a time to prevent either a hit point or poison. I'm going to prevent the hit point, but we will take the poison and the 2 time. Okay, so we'll get a poison to the Druid and we'll get 2 time taken. All right, but we did complete. We did take some damage, but we did complete it. So we are going to take this as an item over here. So they have 3 items now. And we spend another, because we did an item. If an encounter includes a poison, which it does, now we spend 2 more time. Oof. We're just burning down our clock here. But we are going to use a potion to heal the poison from the Druid. And that is that. Whew. Took some hits, but I think we deflected pretty well. This extra stuff is going to be problematic for us, friends, with the floor. The floor is also having requirements on them, so that's going to be pretty difficult. Okay, let's do this door down here. The Vortex Stone. All right, we can either stabilize the aura or grab the stone. We have so much more blue dye. I don't want to do the pink dye again. So let's do the blue dye. We're going to stabilize the aura, which costs 2 time. And then we have to do all of those, and we're going to lower this by 1. So this is going to be an 11 of blue. So we will let the Warden roll the heroic die, but first we'll have the Druid roll their 4 blue. Ooh, friends. Oh, friends, here we go. Their 4 blue die. Okay. And now we've got the Warden has 2 blue and this heroic feat die. So let's see what we got. Let us see what we've got. Okay. Okay. So we need a 4 over here for sure. A 5 and a 6. We don't have a 5. We do have a 6. We'll do that over here. So we will take a damage. But do we have 11? Let's see. We got 7, 10, 12. Yeah, we'll have enough. We won't be able to do this one, so we will take 1 hit and 1 time. But I think we're going to spend, so we don't take the hit, we'll just take the time. All right, so I'm going to use this skill to spend a time, so we don't take that hit point over here. We'll just suffer the time consequence. So there we go, but we are successful. Hey, Time Roller, good to see you on here. Hope you're having a good day, friend. I am trying to survive the Mudlands dungeon on One Deck Dungeon. Have you played this? If so, let me know your thoughts on it. Okay, so we took it as an item. So the Warden currently has 3 items. The Druid does not. So the Druid is going to take their 3rd item here. So they are at max items. But again, we can always exchange these for XP. So that's not a problem. All right, so here we go. 1, 2. Let's go this door. Ooh, a new one. It's a Shadow Stalker. Spend a time for each 6 that is rolled. Ouch. Okay. That is a combat, so we would need to do all of this as well. So let's see. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dice plus at least 2 more, so 11 dice. We would have 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14 dice. It's doable. Why not? We haven't done one of these big battles yet. Gets us another pink. Yeah, that's true. Although we are at max items. So we would need to discard something for XP. So, all right. Let's see. Okay, so we would spend the time for each 6 rolled, but we get to use all of our things. All of our things. All right, so the Druid Do they want to spend a time to roll an extra die? Yes, they shall. Let's have them spend a time for another yellow die. So they're going to do that to do a yellow here first. And they get a giant 1. That is useless. Oh, good grief. What was that, Druid? Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they got 4 blue, 2 pink, and a yellow. Goodness me, that was useless. Useless waste of time. Oh, all right. It's fine. It's fine. So you could trade an existing pink to get one that comes in an extra hit point. Yes, that's true. That is true. All right, so here we go. 4 blue, 2 pink, and a yellow for the Druid. And what do we get? And what do we get? All right, not too much. Not too much. Ooh, okay, well, that wasn't helpful. But we'll have the Warden roll our heroic die. We've got 2 blue, 2 pink, and 3 yellow. 2 blue, 2 pink, and 3 yellow. And our heroic die. Let's see what the Warden does. All right. Whew, what do we got here? What do we got here, friends? What do we got here? Friendos. I think that's everything. Okay. Oh, all right. So we need a 4. We're going on this side over here. So we definitely need 4 shields. We have a 4 shield. 4 blue, actually. There we go. 4 blue. All right. And some more 4s over here. Okay, we can do one of those. We can do... Oh, gosh. Hold on a sec. Let's backtrack. Can we... Let us try to increase some dice here. Choose a color. We can re-roll. Let's try to re-roll. All right, let's try to re-roll these blues here. Okay, Druid. Re-roll that blue. You gave me a 2. From a 1 to a 2. All right, Warden, let's re-roll this blue. All right. See, why can't you... Oh, the Druid. The Druid, I have words for you. I have words. Okay. Let's see. So we've got a 4 over here. 5. Oh, 4. 4 and 4 covered up. Okay. We have a 6 pink. Or do we do... Oh, we should do the 6 yellow over here because that'll be a poison. And a 4. Oh, good grief. None of these dice. All right, let's increase some stuff. Okay, let's increase. We've got a potion. But no, this has to go here. Words. I have words. I'm going to have the Warden drink their potion to increase 2 dice by 1 value. So I'm going to have these 2 become 4s. Yeah, so I'm going to spend our token, change these 3s into 4s. So I can do a 4. We can slide these over like this. So that's a blue 4. And then a 4 over there. This better here. And then we don't have any 5s. Oh, good grief. Okay, can I make 10? Can I make 10 over there? So we've got 4. We'll need 6 more. Oh, goodness. Okay, we're gonna take some damage here, friends. Okay, let's exchange the 3 and the 4. We're making that a black 3. All right. Then we're gonna do these 2s, making that into a black 2. We had all the big guns out. Yeah, Ruh-roh, Shaggy is right, Silk Slivers. And then we're going to do these 1s to make that into a black 1, which I don't even know if that's worth it. But we'll see. Okay, so well, yeah, so that'll make 10 down here. So we have this 4 and the 6. Ugh. Gross, 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 gross. All right. But I'm going to spend a time so we don't take the hit. We'll just take the poison. Okay, and the poison's gonna go here now. And we have 1, 2 time, because we did not take the hit there. So we'll just lose 2 time. Ugh, that was rough. That one was rough. We had all of these dice, and I was like, we can do this. Nope. Doesn't help when you roll terribly. Does not help when you roll terribly. Okay, but we did it. So we can gain this for a pink and a hit. So I'm going to do this for my warden. Ooh, which one? Hold on a sec. Which one? That'll give me 3 or that'll give me 2. So let's do a 3. We'll take that like this. And yeah, so that'll go here for the warden. We exchanged this one. We're turning it in for XP. So that's going to give us 3 XP over here. 3 out of 10. And I think that's everything. Yep. We took some poison damage. That's rough. So many 1s and 2s. I know. That's what it's... Ugh. I don't even know what to say. Don't even know what to say. All right. So we're taking 2 time to kick open this last door. And we have a thorn spitter. That's new. All right. So we can either strike it down, which is a yellow of 9. Or we can try to evade the thorns, which is pink 12. All right. Ugh. And then we would gain a yellow die. Or we would gain this extra skill, which is on a 5 of blue, we gain a 5 blue and a yellow 5. Okay, we have 4 yellow dice and we have 4 pink dice. But we also need to do all of this stuff there. I feel like we should do this one because we can lower it by 1. So it'll be an 8 of yellow plus all this stuff plus our heroic feat die. Heroic die. So yeah, let's do that. We'll do the yellow. So it costs us the time. We're going to try to strike it down. Okay, but the druid only has 1 yellow die. So they're going to roll their 1 yellow, but they're going to spend a time to roll another one. So let's see what this first one does. Hey, that's not too bad. And then we'll roll a second one. Okie doke. And I'll let them roll the heroic die. See what we get. Ugh, a 1. Why did I let the druid roll a 1? Roll that die? Did I not learn from the other encounters? Oh, good grief. Okay. Good grief. Okay, so the warden has 3 yellow. Yeah, call them a boo-rid. Good one, Gus. I like it. Okay, so we've got shoo. So we need a 4. We need to cover up with a 4. So that's covered over here. And a 5 and a 6. Okay. Well, we've got the 6 over here. And we don't have enough to make a 5. Do we have enough to make 8 over here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay. So we did that. So we are going to take a damage and a time. But we're going to use this again. Thank goodness for the warden. Whew. So we're not going to take a hit. We're just going to take the time penalty. Good on ya, warden. Okay. But we are successful, so let's take this as Oh, there's no difference because there's no extra heart. So let's just take it as XP. And oh, I forgot. We get a black die for the warden because we took a card as XP. I didn't take that last time, but now we do it. Okay. Oh, this is going to be fun now, friends. We have to explore, and we do have a poison on one of our heroes. So, oh gosh, we do have to roll, though, for the poison. So, what's going to happen? Here's the poison reference. It says, at the end of an explore turn, the party must resist poison. The attempt to resist poison, roll 1 die and add 1 to it for each leaf on an open door. So there were some things, some of the open doors have leaves on them, but none of them are open doors right now, so none of that applies. If the total on the die is greater than the number of poison tokens on the heroes, you are successful. So on that, you remove 1 poison from the heroes. If you fail, then you remove the poison token from the heroes and add 2 damage to that hero instead. Ugh. Okay. So I gotta roll 1 die and make sure it's greater than a 1. Woo! Greater than a 1. Because if it's not, if it's equal to, then the warden will take 2 damage. Oh, it's a 4. Whew, thank goodness. Okay, so we are successful. So their poison token goes away. But we don't have enough to fill the room, so I think we have to do only what we can. Descending. Let's double check on the descent. Descent. The stairs card is placed at the bottom of the deck. While the stairs card is visible, place a damage token on it for each spent for any reason. Each time 3 tokens are on this card, a hero will take a damage. The party can descend at the end of any turn with the stairs visible, or immediately if the stairs are revealed while spending time to start a turn. To descend, discard all doors in play and shuffle the discard pile from the new deck. Place the stairs on the bottom again, then slide the dungeon card up. All visible effects and challenge boxes, including the previous flows, are now in effect. Yep, okay. So, because it is visible, we can descend. So we are going to descend into the boss fight. It is now time to fight the boss. So, all of these cards get removed. Holy cow. And we are fighting against a mud golem. Wow. So they take 12 hit points. At the start of each round, exile 4 dice. What? Oh, good grief. Good grief. Okay, so there's special abilities. Any heroic feats marked with the skull cannot be used. So I cannot use this heroic feat. So this black die is now locked forever. And I cannot spend any time. So both of our heroic feats are no longer in play. So the Druid can't spend any time to add any dice to our dice pool. There's no more time being spent. It's just roll up your dice, see if you resolve, and then call it a day. Now, the bummer part is, friends, we have no potion tokens. We have no potion tokens, so all of our potions here are going to be useless for us. And he has a lot of stuff. He has a lot of stuff. So we need to hit him 12 times. Every time, every location spot that you see with a skull will give him 1 hit point. If there are hearts there, that will give us hit points if we don't cover them up. So we've got a lot to cover. So my thoughts are trying to cover these bigger ones first because they have more hit points on them, and then see if we survive. So currently, I mean, all of our hit points, both the Druid and the Warden are at 5. They can get hit up to 5 times. So I feel like we have a few chances here. All right, but we get to roll everything in our power. We can still use our skills for combat because it is considered a combat encounter. It's got the swords there. So this skill is not longer in play, but these 2 skills for the Warden are in play, so that's great. Okay, let's do the Druid. Let's see what they've got. They have 4 blue, 2 pink, and a black. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blue, 2 pink. Oh, and a yellow. Sorry, I know I said black. I meant yellow. 4 blue, 2 pink, and a yellow. We need some big numbers here, Druid. It's now or never. It is now or never. That was a 6 I saw. 6 and a 1 I saw. Okie doke. Ooh. Okay, well, that's not terrible. The Warden has 2 blue, 2 pink, and 3 yellow. 2 pink and 3 yellow. And our black die. Here we go. Oh, and we're supposed to exile some dice. Okay, I forgot to do that. Let me do that here. 3, 2, 2, and 1. Okay, so let's exile some dice. Let's exile. Pinks don't seem to be very valuable, even though we've got a lot of pinks. Let's do 2 and 2. All right, so I'm exiling 2 pinks and 2 blacks from the game. 2 pinks and 2 blacks. All right. What do we have? Oh, and I'm just going to take this out so we know it's not in for us to use. Okay. We need to get a 22 on here. Can we get 22? Let's see. I've got 10, 15, 17. Oh, okay. What do we got on the blue? We've got 11, 16, 19, 20, 21. All right. Okay. So we've got that. Man. And we can turn those in. I mean, a 5 is good. 5 is good to have up here. But would it be helpful to get a 22 down there? So let's see. So we have 15, 17, 20. We have 11, 16, 19, 20, 21. We could, well, any of my skills help. Okay, let's see. Oh, we can re-roll. Let's try doing the re-rolls of our pinks here. So let's see if my Druid can get higher. No, why in the world, when I asked to roll higher, you roll lower? Oh, good grief. Okay, so that didn't help. And, okay. I can get a 22. So if I did this, if I turned in these two, we would get a black 2. And that would help here. So that would be 6, 11, 16, 19, 20, 21, 23. So that would get here. And then we would hit here. So, and that black will go here. So if I did all these here, all of those there, right? Okay. Then if I knew I'm not going to hit that one, so I'll hit this here and this here. Yeah, I won't be able to get 22 out of that. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 5 hits. It'll be 5 hits on us, but I can spend the time. Ooh, I can't spend time. Well, I can. It is a thing to prevent that. So we'll only do 4 hits. Okay, let's do that. So I ended up hitting the Golem for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hit them for 6. Okay. 1, 2. They've got 6 hits on them. Okay, and we're each going to take 2. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. All right. Oof, that's rough. Now, we got to exile some more dice again. We have our heroic guy there. So we've got, I feel like pink, we only have 4. We only need 4 pink. So if I exile 2 of those other pink, that would be okay. So I'm going to do 2 pink and 1 yellow, 1 blue. We'll just make it even. All right. See if I can get 6 more hits on this beast. Holy moly. All right. We've got 4 blue, 4 blue, 2 pink, and a yellow for our Druid. 4 blue, 2 pink, and a yellow. All right. Oof. A little bit higher numbers. I like it. A little bit higher numbers. Except for that one. Except for that one. All right, now the Warden has 2 blue, 2 pink, 3 yellow, and they are rolling our heroic feat dice. What do we got now? Warden, give me some high numbers here. Warden. Oh, these 2s are not helpful. And that 1 is especially not helpful. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Okay. Whew. Yeah. So, let's see. We got to roll. We got to re-roll. Let's re-roll. I need to re-roll these pinks. So we're going to do this again. Re-roll these pinks. Come on, Druid. There it is. Come on, Warden. Okay. Yeah. I like it. I like it. So, we have definitely got all the pinks taken care of. Pink is definitely okay with me. Now, we've got to get 22. Whew. We've got 12, 16, 18. Oh, man. Oh, man. These were a 2. That was a 2. Oh, man. All right. What do we got here? What do we got here? 2, 4, 7, 10, 15. Oh, okay. We can only do 1. We can only do 1. We can only do 1. All right. So let's try this here. Let's try for the yellows then, huh? Or should we do blue? Let's do blue. Can we get 22 out of this? So if we turn in these 2, we'll make a yellow 6 and a blue 22. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Gus. So we got that. And we'll do these 2 to make another 2. All right, is that enough? 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 17, 18, 19. That is enough. That's 23. Okay, let's do that then. Woo! Okay, so we're doing 4, 6, 11, 13, 14, 16, 19, 21, 23. All right, and we took that. So we are going to take 2 hits. That is okay. 2 hits each. Boom, boom. But we hit the monster for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang it. 5. We need one more here. So we got, here, we'll just do this. We'll use some of these poison tokers. Yeah, round 3 fight. Oh. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Going into the final round. Okay. We can only take 1 more damage. We can only take 1 more damage. But we have to exile. We have to exile some dice. Okay. So we only need 2 4 pink dice. So I'm definitely exiling this one. No, we have 4. 4 pink dice. We only need 4 yellow dice. So I gotta exile these. Oh, that's so painful. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. All right, so I gotta exile these. Okay. This is it. This is it. We are down to the final battle. Oh, okay. Okay. The Druid. 4 blue. 2 pink. 1 yellow. My goodness. Do we want to have them roll? We'll have them roll the heroic feat dice. We'll just see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, what did we get? What do we get? What do we get? Okay, a yellow 6. That is nice. That is guaranteed to be a hit. Guaranteed to be a hit. That black 2 is not helpful. Oh, goodness. Okay, okay. Okay. Whew. All right, now we've got 3 yellow, 2 pink, and 2 blue for the warden. Friends, I am left with only heroic dice in our die pool. We can only exchange so many things. Come on, warden. What do we got here? Okay, I see some 5s. I see some 5s. That 2 is not helpful. This 3 is not helpful. This 2 also not helpful. But this pink 6 is. Okay. Okay, friends. We need to make sure we don't get any damage. Any damage. I don't think we can do this, but we will try. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's just so many things on here. All right, so for sure, we've got the yellow 6 for sure. We've got the blue 6 for sure. We've got a pink 5 for sure. Okay. Now, can we get a 22? I don't see us getting a 22 from all of this shenanigans. Not even if we add this to it. Not even if we add this to it. Yep. So we got here 15, 19, 23. Okay. Okay. So we definitely have enough for the blue. The blue is completely covered. Okay. The 6 is covered. The 5, we got to cover on the hit points. We got to cover on the hit points. This 6, we got to cover on the hit points. Okay. But we don't have enough for 22. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. Because if we re-rolled... Yeah, if we re-rolled... So let's see. Let's re-roll these 2 yellows. Okay, 6 and a 2. All right. Yeah, and we would have to combine... We would have to combine these to make a black, so that would be a black 3. So we have 6, 10, 12, 15. Oh, no. Oh, no, friends. Someone is taking damage. Someone's going to take damage. Yep, we don't have enough. So we did this. Reroll. Oh, but I can't ignore. We can't ignore. That's right. Because of the Warden's power. Because they're the protector. They can't ignore it. Oh, I think we did it. Oh, goodness. Yeah, even though we don't have enough here, we definitely gave them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. So yeah, we kind of stumbled our way, but I think we did it, friends. Woo! Oh my goodness. That was super close. So I don't know if you can do that, even though it's on boss fights. Time for the boss, multiple rounds. Da, 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 da. Gather dice, use skills. Yeah. I would think that could be used because it's not... I don't know. I'm counting it as a win. Regardless, someone would take a damage. So if like the Druid took a damage, the Warden is still alive. So I'm counting that as a win. Because even though it says spend time, there is no skull that marks it that it can't be used on boss fights. So I'm counting it as a win. And that, my friends, is One Deck Dungeon Forest of Shadows. I'm going to go back up here to the top. Holy moly. That was quite the adventure. Thanks to everybody who was sticking around for me. I kind of went long today, so I think I'm going to skip Crisscross. And we'll just crown the winner of the Crisscross tournament. Let's see who it is. Looks like Ruckus. So Ruckus is our lovely winner of Crisscross. Congratulations to them. And we will reset everything for the month of July. Or no, we still have one more week. So scratch what I just said, friends. We still have one more week of June left. So there are still chances for you to play Crisscross next week. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to sign off here, but I'm going to send you over to some lovely folks. See who we got online right now. Who is in the Twitterverse? Or I keep saying Twitter. Twitch. Who is in the Twitchverse right now that you all can hang out and say hello to? A lot of folks are on right now. Oh, Duchess is on. How long has Duchess been streaming tonight? She been going very long? Oh, not very long at all. Very cool. Okay. I will send you all over to the lovely Duchess. Looks like she's playing some Dice Throne, possibly? Yeah, I think so. That sounds like a plan there. So thank you all for joining me today. I will be back not tomorrow. I will be back on Friday with some playing on BGA just for funsies. So if you want to join me on there for the stream, we'll just be playing stuff online. And all of that fun times there. Let's see, what is Duchess's? Is her screen? Yeah, just gonna be some fun playing on BGA. You don't have to have your video or audio on. It's totally fine if you just want to hang out in the chat. So yeah, it'll be super fun to have you all here. Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. GMT, right here on the stream. So let's send you all over to Duchess. Give her all the love, all the emotes, all the fun times. I appreciate you all hanging out with me today. Enjoy the rest of your evening, the rest of your week, and I will catch you all next time. Take care, folks.